Right now, there are probably 12 subscriptions quietly pulling money from your bank account every single month. You signed up for most of them during a free trial, told yourself you would cancel, but never did. The charges are small enough that your eye skips right over them when you check your balance quickly. $7 here, $14 there, and suddenly $300 a year is just gone without a single conscious decision. That is not an accident. The companies charging you built an entire business model around exactly that behavior pattern. Until you see the actual mechanic behind how this trap works, canceling a few subscriptions will never fully fix it. Here is what is actually happening inside your bank account every single month without you noticing it in real time. The average person carries 12 active subscriptions, but can only name 4 of them when asked directly without checking. That gap between 12 and 4 is where hundreds of dollars disappear every single year, completely unchallenged and unquestioned. Each charge is designed to land below your mental threshold, the invisible dollar amount your brain decides is worth investigating. $11.99 never triggers the same alarm that $100 would trigger inside your mind. So 12 charges at $11 each become $132, leaving silently before you ever feel the pain. Joseph is standing at a checkout counter right now, but the real spending already happened 3 weeks ago while he slept. The subscription trap does not rob you once, it schedules an automatic withdrawal against your future self every 30 days. One woman audited her accounts and found 9 duplicate subscriptions, 2 music apps, 2 cloud services, and 5 forgotten trials. Those 9 subscriptions were costing her $108 every month for services she genuinely never touched or used. That is $1,296 a year leaving her account for nothing she consciously chose to spend on. The trap is not the individual charge. The trap is the system that makes each charge feel too small to matter. Free trials are not offered because companies are generous. They're offered because psychology works in a very specific direction. When something is free, your brain registers it as low risk, signs up quickly, and files the decision away as finished. The moment the trial ends, a charge appears, but your attention has already moved forward to 17 other things in your life. Companies count on what researchers call passive continuation. You stay subscribed not because you want it, but because canceling takes effort. Canceling requires you to remember, locate the account, find the cancel button, and confirm. 4 steps designed to create friction deliberately. Signing up takes 30 seconds, but canceling often requires navigating 3 screens, 1 confirmation email, and 1 final retention offer. Your brain will always choose the path that requires less immediate effort, which means the subscription stays and the charge continues. There's also an anchoring effect. Once you've paid for something 3 months straight, stopping feels like losing something you own. You start telling yourself you'll use it more next month, which is a story your brain repeats for 12 months uninterrupted. The companies know this loop exactly, which is why the entire free trial and billing system is engineered around it precisely. Pull up your last 3 months of bank statements right now and count every recurring charge under $25 on them. Most people who do this exercise find between 9 and 14 charges they cannot immediately name or justify without researching further. If you have 12 subscriptions averaging $11 each, that's $132 leaving your account every single month. $132 a month is $1,584 across 12 months of your actual life. That $1,584 invested at a 7% annual return becomes over $2,000 inside 5 years. But it doesn't stop at the money. The real cost is that you're funding companies for value you never actually receive. You're paying for a gym app you opened twice, a meditation app you used once, and a news site you forgot. That gym app, that meditation app, and that news site together might cost $35 a month you feel absolutely nothing about. The numbness is the most expensive part. When money leaves without pain, you lose the feedback loop that normally controls your spending. You stop connecting the charge on screen to the hour you worked, the commute you sat through, and the energy you gave. The fix is not a spreadsheet, not a budgeting app, and not willpower. It's a paycheck routing system built before you spend. The moment your paycheck lands, it needs to be split automatically into 3 separate accounts before your hands ever touch the money. Account 1 holds your fixed expenses, rent, utilities, and any subscriptions you've consciously decided are genuinely worth keeping right now. Account 2 is your spending account. This is the only card you carry, the only account connected to your daily purchases. Account 3 is your savings account. Money that moves there on payday never passes through your hands and never tempts a decision. When your subscription charges hit account 1, you see the full list in one place, named, dated, and tied to a clear amount. Seeing all 12 subscriptions listed inside one dedicated account makes each $11 charge visible in a way your main account never allowed. Visible charges get questioned. That's the entire mechanic this system uses to close the gap the subscription trap depends on. Joseph sets this routing up once through his bank's automatic transfer settings, and it runs every payday with zero additional effort required. The system does not require discipline in the moment because the discipline was already built into the structure before the moment arrived. You're not relying on yourself to feel the pain of each charge. You're relying on a system that shows it clearly. One structure, set up once, stops the passive continuation loop that has been quietly costing you money every single month until now. Step 1. Log into your bank today and export or screenshot every transaction from the last 90 days without skipping anything at all. Highlight every charge that recurs, same dollar amount, same company name, appearing more than once across those 90 days of transactions. Write the name and exact dollar amount of every recurring charge on a single piece of paper so you can see them together. Count them. If the number is higher than 6, you're almost certainly inside the subscription trap and paying for it monthly. Step 2. Divide those charges into 2 columns, one for subscriptions you used in the last 30 days, one for those you did not. Cancel every subscription in the column you did not use. Do it today, not tomorrow, because tomorrow you'll find a reason to wait. Step 3. Open a second checking account at your existing bank and name it Fixed Expenses so the label is visible every login. Move only the subscriptions you decided to keep into that Fixed Expenses account and redirect their billing to that account's card number. Step 4. Set an automatic transfer on payday to send the exact total of your kept subscriptions into that Fixed Expenses account immediately. Step 5. Set a calendar reminder for 90 days from today to repeat the audit because new subscriptions will appear inside that window. The 90-day repeat is non-negotiable. Companies know people audit once and then relax, so new subscriptions appear right after your guard drops. This 5-step process takes under 2 hours today and then runs automatically, which means the friction now works in your favor instead of against you. The subscription trap works because small numbers feel like small problems, but 12 small numbers are one serious financial leak. Every $11 charge is a decision you made once and then outsourced to a company to repeat indefinitely on your behalf. Taking that decision back is not about being cheap. It's about making sure every dollar leaving your account is a current choice. A current choice means you decided today, with today's information, that this service is worth this exact amount of your actual money. Most subscriptions survive not because they're worth it, but because no one ever asked that question on the renewal date specifically. The routing system forces that question by making the charge visible, named, and grouped, so the decision cannot hide inside the noise. Your money should flow through structures you designed, not through defaults companies designed to keep your money moving to them permanently. One audit, one routing system, and one 90-day reminder puts you back in the seat where every charge is a decision you made. If you counted your subscriptions just now and hit a number higher than 6, drop that exact number in the comments right below this video. Hit subscribe because next week, Joseph is showing exactly how the same paycheck routing system handles irregular income without breaking down. Share this video with one person in your life who you know hasn't audited their subscriptions in over 6 months. They need it. The free trial that started this whole trap probably cost you nothing on day 1 and everything across the next 12 months quietly. One structure stops it. Set it up today before the next billing cycle runs and takes another $11 you'll never feel leaving.